Hey everybody! These times are very uncertain and often confusing for travelers in Indonesia, since there is a lot of misinformation spreading and even authorities don't know what exactly is going on and what's gonna happen next. Matters concerning visas and flights are changing every minute now, due to the efforts of the government to slow down the spreading of COVID-19. Things got really difficult for me and Osin in the last days. For those who don't follow our journey yet, we are driving on an old scooter from Bali through Indonesia, and the initial plan was to try to make it all the way to Vietnam. Well, things have changed. So far we've made it to Padang in Sumatra after driving and filming for the last 9 weeks. But if you look at our channel, you will see that I'm way behind with the videos because there's simply no time to edit the videos and Wi-Fi is really rare to upload them when they are edited. But yeah, we're in Padang now and I had booked a visa run from Padang to Kuala Lumpur and back at the same day. But everything changed in a very short amount of time. Since about 1 week I've been asked frequently by the locals around here where I'm from and how long have I been to Indonesia already and if I'm sure that I'm not carrying the virus. We were stuck on Enggano Island back then because the ferry was broken, and when we finally made it off the island 3 days ago, things got strange. People covering their mouth and nose when we're driving by or walking by. You can see like the fear in their eyes when they see a bule. In a small village in the west of the province Bengkulu, we stopped to have lunch and we were prompted to please keep driving. They didn't want us there, and it breaks my heart to see that the usually most welcoming and friendly people are scared of foreigners now. 2 days ago, on the 18th, we got the news that there was an official statement from the government that the visa on arrival and other visas will be suspended for a period of at least 1 month, starting at midnight on the 20th of March, exactly the day of my visa run. We were still far away from the next international airport or immigration office, so we just started driving towards Padang and we drove for 12 hours, mostly in heavy rain, all the way to Padang, while at the same time trying to book flights for the 19th so I could fly out and in again on the 19th before this new regulation is effective. But that proved impossible. We made it to Padang late in the evening, but I couldn't find a single flight out of Padang or back to Padang for the next day, the 19th. We don't know why, if the flights have been cancelled or they're just sold out, but point is, I couldn't get out of Padang and back in on the 19th. All the flights just showed as unavailable on the homepages of the airlines. We called several visa agencies and immigration offices while we were on the road as well, and every one of them presented us with different information. One of them said there are no visa extensions anymore at all, even if you have an extendable visa on arrival, which I don't have, by the way. I was counting on that visa run on the 20th. A lady from the immigration in Padang told us on the phone that it wouldn't be a problem to fly out on the 20th and just come back and we shouldn't worry about that, while another one told us it's gonna be impossible to come back into the country. So first thing in the morning on the 19th, we went to the immigration office here in Padang to see if we can find out some more information, but they told us there's no official statement about anything yet, so they don't have a clue at all, and I will have to fly out the next day because my visa is gonna finish and otherwise I will overstay and pay 1 million per day for overstaying, and I can't afford that.
We just get to the immigration office in Padang asking about the new rules on the 20th of March, that they suspended the VOA, visa on arrival, visa extension, and they said the official rules are going to release tomorrow. So we don't know. We really have no idea, no clear information at all. So, and Chris' visa is going to be expired tomorrow.
They suggested me to fly out to Bangkok and apply for a visa from there. So I booked the flight from Kuala Lumpur to Bangkok in addition to the flight I already had going back to Padang, just to be safe. Costed me another 110 euros. The prices are just crazy right now. And later that day my flight to Padang was actually cancelled, as were all other flights from Kuala Lumpur to Padang. So I booked another flight from Padang to Medan that was still available, because I was hoping there might be a chance I could still get into Indonesia the next day, because there was no official information from the government yet, and a woman from the immigration office in Jakarta told us on the phone that the visa on arrival will still be available until next Monday. Then later in the evening my flight to Medan was cancelled as well, and my flight to Bangkok was shifted to the next day, which meant I would be stuck in Kuala Lumpur airport for 24 hours and apparently having no option of going back into Indonesia, because all my flights got cancelled, which would leave Osin alone with the scooter and most of our stuff stranded in Padang. We didn't know what to do. While Osin was desperately searching for some new information that could somehow help us, I was already considering to fly back to Germany and send Osin back home to Bali, at least until things would have calmed down. So I tried to find a place in Padang where we could leave our scooter for who knows how long, and started packing all our stuff together. And since I didn't know for how long I would be gone and where I would have to fly to in the end, to Thailand or to Germany or maybe somewhere else, I tried to fit as much as possible into my small backpack, because in my flight I had only carry-on baggage included, because it should have been just a simple visa run. I even prepared a lot of clothes that I would take in a separate bag with me to the airport, and then before checking in or before the flight, put all of them on, like on top of each other. I had like 4 t-shirts and a hoodie and a jacket, and I think like 3 boxer shorts, 2 board shorts, 2 other shorts, and this pants. I would all wear all of that on top of each other to bring it with me. But luckily it didn't come to that. For some reason I decided to wait until I'm in Kuala Lumpur and know what exactly the situation is now before booking the flights for me back to Germany and for Sin back to Bali. The next morning, Friday the 20th, day of my visa run. Equipped with a mask and hand sanitizer and fully packed, I was ready to fly out to Kuala Lumpur and from there to the unknown. Osin was on her phone again, looking for information, seeing if she could find anything new, anything that could help us. And actually she did. Something about an emergency visa. So on the way to the airport, actually, we stopped by at the immigration office in Padang for one more time. And the immigration officer from the day before recognized us directly and just said straight away, "Oh yeah, you can extend your visa, you get 30 days more." That was such a relief to us. We were so happy to hear that. He asked us to make a copy of my passport, of the main page, and the page with the stamp of the current visa, and a copy of Osin's KTP, which is her Indonesian identity card. So we went to the next copy shop and got all the copies, handed it to him, and then he gave us some forms that we had to fill out. And as we were reading through them, it turned out that it was actually an application for sponsorship, that OSINT would sponsor me for the emergency visa. So we had to write a letter of sponsorship or requesting that OSINT can sponsor me as well and give it to him together with my passport. And after that he told us that the higher authorities have to process everything first and we should check back at the immigration at 2 p.m. So yeah, we did. So we just went to the immigration office again and he told us everything is okay with my visa, it's going to be extended. But yeah, I have to come here another time to get the pictures and fingerprints taken in maybe 2 or 3 days, so we have to wait for that, and I hope everything is okay. Yeah.
Finger crossed.
I don't know if I was just lucky because I had OSINT with me and she could provide the sponsorship and everything, or because we were always there early in the morning, even before the office opened. But it seems like my visa extension is kind of safe now. And there definitely is some visa extension, emergency visa extension available now. I think, but I don't know, so don't quote me on that it's possible without a sponsorship as well, from what we read so far on different Facebook groups. And apparently these are hanging at the immigration office in Jimbaran in Bali right now. So I guess we can stay and it's free of charge. I didn't have to pay anything for it, and as far as I read online, it's for everyone free of charge. I still lost some money though for the flights that I had already booked and that were cancelled, or the ones that I didn't or will not board. But I'm happy to be able to stay here with OSINT, and we don't have to finish our journey yet. Of course it's on pause for now. We don't feel much like driving around the country right now, and it wouldn't be the best idea, or wouldn't even be a good idea. So we will stay in Padang for a while, see how things develop and what the situation in Indonesia will be in a week or two. Please let me know down in the comments how you're coping with the situation, and if you know someone, or if you actually had a not extendable visa that was extended without a sponsorship. I think that's a question that lots of people are asking themselves right now. So it would be good to get some answers from someone that has done it and it worked. I will put links down below to the official government statements that came out in the last days, and as well the sponsorship letter that we wrote, in case somebody out there needs it and it can help somebody. At last, I want us all to keep in mind that as happy as we are that our visas get extended and we are able to stay in Indonesia, it's still not a reason to go out and celebrate. The situation is serious. COVID-19 is serious. Just have a look what's going on in Europe right now. There's curfews in place and getting more and more at the moment. There's thousands of deaths already. In Italy, the hospitals can't handle the number of patients anymore. So I really hope that it won't come to this here in Indonesia. Because if it would hit Indonesia, it would hit it hard. A lot of Indonesians are already scared of or even blaming bullies for spreading the virus. So don't give them any more reason to do that. Don't go out partying and do the right thing. I think the best we can do right now is to minimize our social contacts and stay isolated as much as possible. So that being said, we wish you all the best here from our hotel room in Padang. Stay healthy, wear masks if you go to gatherings of people, and don't forget to wash your hands after collecting your food from that Grab driver.